tiers before they got nerfed, and also nukes, which never worked, but it's still for BM and everything.
Well, the thing is, your snipe got nerfed, your EMP got nerfed, so you're going to play a nerfed character.
But we're still awesome.
So do you
It's
think
in our
ghosts are
genes.
still viable in Zerg? So I'm going to throw back the question to you.
Okay, well, actually, let's see. I mean, it's pretty in the situation right now. I don't think it's very that viable, especially against massive units. It's just not enough DPS for the cost, and you can't kill things quick enough because it's only like 25 damage now or something. That's ridiculously low. Now I know they did buff it up for Psionic, so of course that would be nice to do. But like, why would you want to spend your APM in trying to snipe off the infestors when you can just split instead or use siege tank firing instead? I don't know. That's my point of view.
So my whole point in this was trolling you because all in your answer, you still picked that you want to be a ghost.
Yeah, man. No matter what, ghosts are always.
Okay, so
they're
that was my way
awesome.
of trolling him back. If you guys aren't familiar, he trolled me at
No, I didn't.
MLG. Was it MLG event?
Yeah, it was
that
Anaheim.
MLG? Oh yeah, I
That was a whole year
competed. Yeah,
ago.
I competed. So it was at MLG Anaheim with Destiny,
Yeah.
and I gave him 3 interviews.
No, 2.5. Okay,
Be
fine.
honest.
3.
Be
It's
honest.
3.
It was 3 interviews, and every time at the end it kept cutting, so I had to sit with him for like 3 hours.
That's what we got.
And then he always trolls me all the time.
I never troll you.
Okay. Sure.
All right. So one more thing. So League of Legends.
Yes.
So how much do you know about the players here? What do you think is the biggest difference between the StarCraft community and the League of Legends community? Or do you think everything is pretty much the same? Besides the fact that we probably are really competitive with each other.
Because I'm new to the League of Legends community, I can't really base anything off yet. So I will say so far, but everyone I've met, they're really nice. But I think it's because a lot of the times my bear cubs are the ones playing with me on stream, so that's why it's a really safe environment. So I can't really gauge that yet. But I think both communities are very nice. I like how League of Legends is really team oriented, so I think that's why they have that strong community. But I do think StarCraft. I think StarCraft is one of the nicest communities by far.
Yeah.
But because I'm new to League, I'm not sure yet how it is. But so far, it seems like everyone's really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually don't know that much about League of Legends either, but I can kind of speculate that since you play as a team, because I used to be part of a tennis team back in high school, and it's kind of like you kind of evolve in more to like a family instead of just like a competitive team. So I'm kind of wondering, how that is. But like, for StarCraft, you kind of have like your own teams, but you don't actually play together in the same game. So I don't know. That's just kind of like my speculation. And also, all right, so we're going to get to more personal stuff later, but also, what do you work as?
Your interview's all over the place.
Hey, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay.
We're having fun here.
It was like, personal question, we're going to talk only about the game, and then you threw it back.
Hey,
You're like, okay,
people-
we're going to
people
end
like
it right
you,
here. And then you're like, so what do you do? Okay, so back, okay, what do I do? I'm in business software consulting.
Really? I didn't know
So
about
ERP,
that.
CRM. If you guys aren't familiar, I probably talked really too technical, but like customer relationship management. So,
So I can call you and I can hear your voice?
you probably won't you might not get me directly.
Oh, okay.
But we do, we're a reseller, we're authorized reseller and partner for various different European CRM companies. So we're authorized to do support, training, implementation, consulting.
Okay.
So I'm probably speaking in another language, so
Yeah,
let's
I'm
just
like,
move on.
what the heck?
Yeah, when people
It's okay,
ask
you're
me,
adorable, it doesn't matter.
unless they're in like the industry, it's
Then how about Ikebana?
so Ikebana is what a lot of mistake is that Ikebana is not my full-time job. It doesn't pay. I actually do that out of voluntary work. So I do charge my students, but the only charge that I give them is for the material fee. So I'm not making any profit. I'm not charging them for my time or labor. And the reason why is because the Ikebana school I take is Sangetsu, and that philosophy is to try to make others happy through flowers. I told you this on our last interview.
Happy.
Yeah.
Always
just
happy. Just happy.
Just happy. So
You're
create
much
paradise on
appreciated.
earth through flowers. Yes, you're much
You're
appreciated.
much appreciated.
You're much appreciated.
All
Just
right.
happy.
So
These
now
are my
one more
quotes
thing.
I say.
Yeah, so one more thing is the stream. Now, you do get a lot of streamers. I mean, not a lot of viewers, because the people love you for being genuine. You're always smiling. You're always happy. But then, obviously, people don't really know too much about your personal life. I mean, I know you've been going through some tough times, or at least last year you were, and then maybe like a little bit right now. You want to talk about that a little bit?
So I think what he's referring to is probably on what's on my YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys weren't familiar, going back to why I said Kuri-chan is my miracle dog, is because in 2009, at the end of 2009, is when my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and he was told he was only going to live 3 to 6 months.
Um,
So it was a huge shock and blunder to my family because it came out of nowhere, right? Usually diagnosing you so like you have time and you have treatment, but
Yeah.
he was told 3 to 6 months at the most. And like a month later is when we found Kuri-chan on Thanksgiving Day, and she really helped. Dogs help you sometimes when you just want to be outside and you have a lot of on your mind. She was just there, and the nice thing is she would always be outside with my dad when he would want to tan or like just be in the sun, and she would just sit by his feet. And then so if you guys don't know, my dad passed last year, right? So 2009 is when he got diagnosed, but he lived far longer than my dad, than the doctor said that he would, and that's through faith and love and a lot of prayers and support. So, and my dad was really strong and will. Then and recently, my mom, she got diagnosed with cancer, and that was huge because it's only been like 6 months since my dad passed.
Yeah.
And then after he passed in the funeral, when she went to get her checkup because we were worried about her, she was told she had stomach cancer. So I was like, are you kidding me? It's like my biggest fear to lose both parents,
Yeah.
But luckily on April 30th, she did surgery and everything was great, and she did lose half of her stomach, but she's cancer free, so it's really awesome. And the best thing about that was that my bear cubs, some of my real life friends do watch my stream, and my bear cubs are familiar with that. So they put together a whole donation to send my mom, send it to my house of flowers and a teddy bear and chocolates. And so when I came back, it was really tough because I would have work. I wake up like at 6, I'd go to work, and then after work, then I would have to do stuff for NASL. And then after NASL, I have to drive all the way to Westwood, which was at UCLA, which was where she was staying after the surgery.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm not going to visit my mom every day she's in the hospital, Like, even if I'm tired, I always think, like, how tired is my mom? How can I think of how tired I am when my mom just had surgery? But I was driving, like, 170 miles every day. I was so tired. Like, so tired.
Can I just give you a hug really quick? I want to give you
Okay.
I want to give you a hug. You're so genuine. Like, I mean, you're exactly like what I expect you to be on your stream, and I think that's what your fans really love about you, because you're very genuine. You're always, I mean, you're not always, not, of course, you're not always happy, but you're always okay. And then the thing is, we're always going to be there for you because
You're gonna
we
make me
love you.
tear on the interview.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It's very genuine. You're
Okay.
No matter what, you're a person. You're not to us. You're not just an esports figure. I mean, to us, you're our friend. You're our
Thanks.
mom.
Yeah, Mama Expert. I always get told that.
Mama expert, yeah. And then so like my personal story is I had my aunt, she passed away at the same time. She passed away in November of 2011, and also from stomach cancer. And then but then 10 years ago she had breast cancer, but then she actually she wasn't supposed to make it, but she made it for another 10 years. So we were really blessed to have that. And then my story is because I was at school at that time and I couldn't make it to where I came back home after like 3 months of going back to school. And then we were just to go visit her, so we went to her house and everything. And I was like, we called her and we're like, hey, are you home right now? And instead her uncle picked up. And he was like, yeah, she's in the hospital right now getting treatments. And at that time, I thought everything was okay. And then exactly the next day, because it was a Sunday morning, the next day I got a call from my dad saying that she was in a coma, and that was pretty tough. But one thing I always remember is we cry about things that made us happy.
Yeah.
So all right, now I've gotten you into like a teary wreck right now.
No, I'm not. I'm composed.
Yeah, no, actually,
little
you really
bit.
are. You really are composed, actually. I just want to say a big thank you. And now maybe you guys have seen a little more to the human, the personal side of Megumi Expert.
I'm always like that.
Yeah, you
on
always
my
are.
YouTube, you should check out my YouTube on Megumi Expert. It's just really just me being me and silly and.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, people should really definitely check out your stream also. So, where is your stream?
So my stream is on Twitch at Megumi Expert, but you should really check out my YouTube because I'm more focusing on that.
Okay.
Only because of time constraints. I'll love to stream. I feel bad actually when they're like, you haven't been streaming that much. So that's why I push myself to only sleep like 4 hours a day or 1 hour a day, because I'm like, I just feel bad, when people are like, you haven't streamed in that while. So I feel it's easier for me to just do YouTube more, because whatever I stream at really odd hours, I can put it on the YouTube, so you can catch that.
Okay. So sometimes people don't see in real life, but let's see. I'm about 5'5", so you gotta stand up so we can see like a little size comparison. Look, she's so cute size. She's fun size. Is he even getting to us right now? There we go. All right, now we can sit back down. So that, and also you guys should definitely check up. You guys should keep watching your stream and anything, because sometimes she'll post up events like Disneyland, like a meetup with all the bear cubs and anything.
Bear Cubs Unite.
All right, guys, this is it. Gigabyte LAN, SC2 LAN, here at Cal Poly Pomona, located in Pomona. You guys should definitely check it out sometime. Check it on the stream. Check it out here. Come over here. It's pretty cheap. You got a lot of awesome people here, and this is Megumi X Bear, the most adorable esports figure, signing out.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.